So this is spare ribs. I'm gonna be very aggressive today. What I'm doing is competition practice. I just wanna share it with y'all. Entire process from start to finish. Let's get to prepping so we can get to cooking. So come on. You see the thickness in here, about a good 3/4 inch thick. That's a good bone. That's what we're looking for. Next thing I'm doing, I'll find out how straight my bones are. This one's straight here, it gets a little dog leg there. This one's straight through here and it starts dog legging a little bit that way. And this one right here is straight the whole way. The other thing I'm looking for is shiners. And what a shiner is whenever the bone is popping through the meat. Those shiners there. I don't see none on these racks of ribs here. Now I'm gonna start looking at marbling. As you can see, this one here's got pretty good marbling to it. It's got marbling through here. This one here's not quite as much as marbling this one's got. This one here's got a little more marbling on top, but again, it's how they trimmed it. It's got decent marbling to it, so I'm pretty happy with that. The next thing I'll do, I'm gonna start trimming these down. I'm gonna come about 4 bones in. This here's gonna be the longest bone right here. If I wanted to cheat this way, I can. But what you'll find out is the cartilage will kind of hold them together. So I'm gonna come right here, right above that little knuckle, and I'm gonna take these, line them up straight here, take my knife, and kind of give me just a guideline. And I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna cut it down. Makes awesome tacos right there. So as you can see what I'm talking about? The cartilage right here, if I went much further here, it would have connected them together. Now what I'm gonna do now is take this last bone here. It ain't gonna do me no good. Now I'm gonna count in 9 bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bones. I'm gonna cut it off. Come right here, I'm gonna just square it to the end right here. Let me just give me a round off this end. I don't want to put a hole in my tinfoil. I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna take my knife. What I wanna do is I'm gonna take this sinew off, but I'm gonna leave a little bit on the edge here and a little bit here to keep blowouts from happening. I'm gonna take my knife and just kind of roll it down. It's a good 1/2 inch. Get a pair of catfish shears from Walmart. Close enough. So first thing, make our injection. I got a 1/2 cup of sweet Brine of mine, and I got a 1/4 cup of Kosmos Moisture Magic. I'm gonna get it all mixed in together, no clumping. Now I'm gonna add a bottle of 20 ounces Dasani water, shake it up like a protein shake. Add the rest of my water. That's our injection for our ribs. I'm gonna do about a good 3 shots in between the bones. You see it swelling up pretty good, see that? Now wrap these up. Wrap them up with saran wrap. The reason I'm doing this is I want this saran wrap to kind of hold the moisture in there. If I put it in something else, it's got a little bit too much room to breathe, and it sometimes forces the injection out. By this way, it'll make sure it holds it in tight. Not trying to wrap them up really tight. I just want to get it where it's just tight enough for the injection to stay in there. Take these and set these in the refrigerator for a couple hours. Then we'll come back, we'll season them up, put them on the smoker. Stick around, be right back. All right, it's been 2 hours. What we're gonna do now is unwrap these and start seasoning them up. I'll show you a little trick to these. I'll show you why we wrapped them. I'm gonna just take it and unwrap it. I want you to look right here. See how little bit of moisture there is in there? All the rest of it has been sucked up into these ribs. That's why we do this. If I didn't do this, it would all be in the bottom of a pan. That's why we wrap them up like that. Now the little bit that's on here left, I'm gonna take my paper towel and wipe it off, so my rub won't stick to it very well. So my season we're using today is gonna be a 50-50 mix. Got Eats, Zero to Hero, along with Heath Riles Competition Blend. Gives really good balanced flavor to it. I'm gonna season the back side up first. Flip them over, do the other side. But see how not a whole lot of rubs coming off of it? You can use a binder if you want to, but you don't necessarily need it with ribs when you do it this way. I'm gonna go across top of it, really heavy. We're gonna put these bad boys on the smoker, get this party started. Let's get these bad boys on the smoker. We're cooking this today on a Rectech 1250 using Royal Oak charcoal pellets. We're cooking at 250 degrees temperature. We're cooking this on top rack. What I wanna do is by every 15 to 20 minutes, I'm gonna keep spritzing with apple juice. I wanna maintain a good bark onto it. When I get the good bark I'm looking for, then I'm gonna take it and wrap them up. And then we'll cook them, we'll taste them. Now let's get to cooking. So just brought them inside, get ready to start wrapping them up. As you can see, we're doing practice cook. We got ribs and we got pork, so we're gonna be wrapping both of them at the same time. But if you're in the video for the ribs, then this part you'll see, but if not, check out the pork video. If you're in the video with the pork, check out the rib video. It'll be pretty cool. Anyhow, let's get to wrapping them. So I'll take my ribs. You can see it's got really good color. When I flipped it over outside, you get a really good color on the bottom and the top. You start seeing a little bit of that yellow fat coming through. That's what we're looking for. So first thing I'm gonna do is come across top of it with some honey. Get a couple of runs of honey, some rib candy, just a little bit of rib candy, some brown sugar, got a little bit of Blue Hog's Original, just a little bit. So now we put the ribs back on the smoker. I'm gonna cook them until I get around 208. I'm starting feeling for teariness in there, but they can bend over and just start to break on me. That's what we're looking for. So we just took these out of the cooler. We took them out of the smoker when it was about 208. We started feeling the probe in there, had the teariness looking for. And we took them out, put them in the cooler, and kind of let them just calm down. They calm down about 45 minutes to an hour. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna take them out, we're gonna flip them over, we're gonna sauce them, put them back on the smoker and set the sauce, and then we're gonna taste them. See it's starting to crack right here? That's what we're looking for. We got a good bend to it. So my sauce is gonna be a 50-50 mix of Blue Hog's Original and Smoky Mountain. Mix it in together. Now see how thick it is? I wanna thin it down a little bit. So here's what I'm gonna do. Take this juice, pour a little in there. Just thin it down a little bit and mix it together. Then I'm gonna come right here and brush it on. Now I'll set it right back in the smoker. I'll set the sauce and be right back to taste it. Let's get on the smoker. All right, we just took them out of the smoker. They look good, don't they? So we're gonna slice them up, we're gonna taste them. Let's start slicing. I'll come here on my board. Put me a little bit of a sauce down. I'll lay them over just like this. Now I'm gonna go right between each bone. Slicing good. Now I'll take my brush I've got, come around to between them and push them together. A little bit of juice and just push them together a little bit. What else I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep them from drying out. Best try to keep the discoloration as much as I can, because if it gets out there and the oxygen will start oxidizing, and that's what I don't want it to do so much. So now what I've got right here, I've got some garlic jalapeno. I've grinded up really fine in the coffee grinder. I'm gonna come across the top of it right here, just a little bit. Get a little flavor to it and a little kick to the end of it. Now I'm gonna take them and flip them over. Line them up just like that. That, boys and girls, is how you do competition ribs, the Elite BBQ Smoker style. Now let's taste it. Come right here in the middle. You see it's got a good little squeeze to it. There's me good. Perfect bite. Come clean off the bone. That is perfect. Here's a trick. If you gotta do it on one side, it's great. Doing the other side is perfect. That is perfect. Ain't that good? Good flavor to it, man. Yeah, I can use them in competition. Come here. Dolly liked it. If Dolly liked it, I know you would too. Now let's say the blessing. Lord bless food by receiving. Just aim and pray. Amen. Hey, thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the next video. See you next time. Appreciate y'all watching. These are good.